Hello! Did you know that Texas is currently facing a massive invasion of wild boars? According to the latest reports from wildlife management agencies, the state has around 2 million wild boars, and this number continues to grow rapidly. Wild boars are an extremely dangerous invasive species, as they not only destroy crops, but also severely impact the natural ecosystem. Texas wild boars reproduce extremely quickly. A sow can give birth for 10 to 12 piglets each year, and their short reproductive cycles causes the wild boar population to explode easily. This makes managing the wild boar population a major challenge for farmers and hunters in Texas. Wild boars are not just a nuisance, they are truly a disaster for Texas farmers. It's estimated that wild boars cause around $2.5 billion in damage each year, destroying crops, especially corn, rice, and soybeans. The wild boars are not picky about the areas that they invade. They even appear in areas near cities. The areas most heavily attacked by wild boars are typically East Texas and Hill Country, where there are many farms and vast agricultural areas. With billions of dollars in damage each year, hunters and farmers have worked closely to find ways to control and eliminate them. They have found the most effective measures to eliminate these invasive species. One of the most effective tools that Texas hunters often use is night trapping. Wild boars are most active at night when they can hide and search for food more easily. They often use large cage traps that can capture dozens of wild boars at once. Setting traps requires careful planning, from choosing the right location near areas frequented by wild boars to using enticing bait to lure them into traps. Motion sensors are also integrated into some traps to alert hunters as soon as the wild boars enter. Night hunting for wild boars is also one of the most effective methods that hunters and farmers in Texas use to control the wild boar population. When hunting wild boars at night, hunters often use night vision equipment and infrared lights to detect and track their movements. This not only helps hunters spot their targets faster, but also reduces the risk when facing aggressive wild boars. In addition to traditional night hunts, Texas also organizes wild boar hunting competitions to engage hunters and the community in efforts to control wild boar. One of the most prominent competitions is Kill Them All, held annually and attracting hundreds of hunters from all over. In these competitions, hunters have the chance to use various weapons, ranging from rifles, bows, to specialized wild boar traps. The competing teams often move in groups, using hunting dogs to surround and capture wild boars alive. The competition is not only for entertainment, but also helps reduce the number of wild boars, contributing to protecting Texas farms and ecosystems from the invasion. Last year, a team from East Texas caught more than 50 wild boars in just one day during the Kill 'Em All competition. This helped them win first prize while contributing significantly to the overall effort to minimize the damage caused by wild boars. Thanks to these competitions, the wild boar population in heavily affected areas has significantly decreased, helping farmers reduce losses and protect their income. Although wild boar hunting competitions in Texas provide practical benefits, not everyone supports this method. Many believe that these competitions lack humanity, as wild boars are killed en masse in a short time without any chance of survival. Some animal protection organizations argue that wild boar hunting competitions often focus on killing rather than conservation, leading to cruel behavior towards the animals. Additionally, there are concerns that killing too many wild boars in a short period may cause ecological imbalance, especially in areas with a large population of participating hunters. Regardless of the method, the most important thing is that we act quickly and effectively to deal with the wild boar invasion in Texas. Do you have any good ideas to stop this invasive species? Leave a comment to discuss.
Welcome to today's video, where we will explore an increasingly serious issue in Canada, the uncontrolled rise of wild boars. These pigs not only cause significant damage to the natural environment, but also impact the economy, with losses up to $30 million each year. In this context, current trapping measures, such as Jaeger Pro, have proven effective in controlling wild boar populations. But are they enough to prevent the spread of this invasive species? How have the government and community responded to this situation? Let's explore the details in this video. Wild boars, an omnivorous species with diverse eating habits, are posing serious threats to ecosystems and the economy in Canada. They eat not only plants, insects, and small animals, but they also do not hesitate to consume decaying food and carrion. This behavior not only makes them destructive, but also creates a risk of disease transmission, disrupting the ecological balance in areas where they appear. According to reports, the wild boar population in Canada initially consisted of about 500 individuals. However, by 2020, this number had exploded to around 6 million, a concerning increase. This increase began in the 1990s when wild boars were released from farms into the wild, leading to the formation of uncontrolled feral populations. With their high reproductive rate and good adaptability to the environment, wild boars have rapidly expanded their range, causing estimated damages of about $37 million annually to agriculture and ecosystems. The uncontrolled rise of this species not only affects agricultural productivity, but also negatively impacts natural ecosystems. Wild boars can destroy pastures, cropland, and the natural habitats of many native animal species. The Canadian government and local communities have begun implementing various measures to control wild boar populations. One of the most effective methods is the use of Jaeger Pro trademark traps, a high-tech solution that helps farmers and hunters easily monitor and capture wild boars. Jaeger Pro TM traps are set in areas with high wild boar density, allowing hunters to attract and capture a large number of animals. Before leaving the trap area, the hunter needs to check the trap's functionality to ensure it is working effectively. This system is designed for one person to set up in about 30 minutes, allowing hunters to save time and effort. However, using this type of trap is not without regulations. Hunters must comply with hunting and wildlife control regulations, including registering and obtaining permits from local authorities. Additionally, Hunters need to be proficient in using the latest technology and methods from regulatory agencies to harvest effectively. Each time traps are set, hunters can capture a large number of wild boars, up to 45, and according to Canadian regulations, hunters are allowed to harvest between 150 and 200 animals per week to control their numbers. These measures have helped reduce the wild boar population from 6 million to around 2 million, while improving the ecosystem by 67%. When choosing a location to set the trap, hunters will consider the surrounding environment. They will carefully arrange corn bait to attract wild boars, ensuring there is enough bait and space for them to access easily, even in bad weather conditions. When wild boars are attracted by the bait placed in the trap, they usually move in groups to search for food. When wild boars are trapped, the hunter will receive images from the camera attached to the trap. When the number of wild boars is sufficient, the hunter can activate the trap's closing mechanism, safely enclosing the boars inside. In Canada, the government regulates the age of hunters. Those 16 years and older are allowed to set traps to hunt wild boars. These regulations are established to ensure that trapping provides safety for both people and animals. Specifically, hunters are not allowed to capture pregnant wild boars and young animals, which is a humane act aimed at protecting invasive species amidst much controversy from the animal protection community. Additionally, hunters are not allowed to consume wild boar meat in Canada, as it may carry infectious diseases that can affect human health. In case of violations of these regulations, hunters will face legal penalties imposed by the authorities. These efforts not only help control the wild boar population, but also protect Canada's natural ecosystem. The implementation of advanced trapping methods like Jaeger Pro will help reduce the damage caused by wild boars while creating a safer habitat for native species and humans. We would love to hear your opinion. What do you think about the current wild boar control measures? Do you have any suggestions for further improvements? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next videos. Hello everyone. The invasion of wild boars poses significant challenges for farmers and local wildlife. These animals not only devastate crops, but also threaten livestock and other wildlife. Understanding how to prevent wild boar attacks and manage their populations is crucial for maintaining agricultural stability and ecological balance. Using hunting dogs to hunt wild boars requires expertise and careful planning. Choosing the right breed of hunting dog is essential, as different environments may require different traits. Before proceeding, hunters must familiarize themselves with local regulations on wild boar hunting, as non-compliance can lead to serious legal consequences. The government has authorized wild boar hunting as a necessary measure. When hunters identify a target, they typically aim for the head or chest, prioritizing headshots. A precise shot to the head will result in instant death, while a shot to the chest may not incapacitate the animal quickly, potentially leading to prolonged suffering. Professional hunters recognize the importance of teamwork when hunting wild boars. Given the strength and speed of these animals, having teammates is crucial for ensuring safety and effectiveness. Hunting alone can be dangerous, as wild boars are known to be aggressive when threatened. Although hunting from helicopters is an expensive option, it enhances safety and improves the ability to locate areas populated by wild boars. This aerial approach allows hunters to cover vast areas quickly and efficiently. fencing is one of the most effective strategies to prevent wild boars from entering farms. Building a sturdy fence requires adherence to specific principles. Fences should be built at a height of 1.8 to 2.4 meters to prevent boars from jumping over. The materials used must be sturdy, such as hardwood, iron, or steel, as weaker materials can easily be breached by determined wild boars. Furthermore, it is important to bury the fence at least 0.6 meters underground to prevent any digging attempts from boars. Regular inspections are essential to maintain the integrity of the fence. Any damages or gaps must be repaired promptly to ensure continuous protection. Trapping is another viable method for managing the wild boar population. Various types of traps can be used depending on the specific circumstances of the invasion. Simple yet effective spring traps can snap shut as soon as a boar enters. Pit traps filled with bait will lure the boars inside, where they will be caught. Net traps use a net mechanism to capture boars that dare enter. The choice of traps must align with the scale of infestation and local wildlife regulations. It is essential for hunters to ensure that their trapping methods comply with these regulations to avoid legal issues. Herbicides can serve as a useful tool in controlling the spread of wild boars while protecting the environment. These chemicals can effectively eliminate the plants and food sources that wild boars depend on, making areas less attractive to them. However, caution is necessary when using herbicides to avoid unintended harm to non-target species and ecosystems. Choosing environmentally safe herbicides is crucial for effectively managing wild boars. These products must be tested for safety concerning plants, animals, and water sources. Adhering to application guidelines is essential. Improper use can lead to environmental pollution and adversely affect surrounding habitats. After application, monitoring the treated area is necessary to ensure that unwanted vegetation is eliminated and that wild boars lack food sources. Repeated herbicide use may be necessary to maintain an unattractive environment for wild boars.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe. And of course, if you have any comments, you know where to leave them. I hope to see you again in tomorrow's next great adventure.